What's up? I'm the Rap Critic. And today we're going to get into dissecting the backlash that rappers have been getting for certain lyrics, and if they deserve it or not. I call it Wacklash. But it might come up with a better title later.
This the boss life, yeah. 40K spent on a private live. 60K solitaire. I cannot vibe with queers. I got the heart of a bear.
You know what the weird thing is? These guys have gotten away with homophobic actions before. Like that time when they called I Love Macon and Whack for rapping about dealing drugs while being gay. Because I guess you have to like pussy in order to qualify as a drug dealer. And for that one lyric that even I forgot to mention in my Bad and Bougie review.
Yeah. Big Dyko, get a dope Macy. Great.
Like, not only did you insult Macy Gray for some reason, you're using a crude insult so flippantly while telling them to do something that's pretty mundane. Like, it's not even spoken with anger or anything. It's just like, oh, excuse me, limp dick butt fucking loser. Could you get the door for me? Thank you. But hey, this one caught people's eyes, so let's talk about it. Now, on its face, it seems simple enough. He said something offhandedly hateful and people are giving him crap for it. And honestly, justifiably so. Like I said, he, his group, and hip-hop in general have a history of being hateful towards gay people, and this looks like no exception. And I know what people are gonna say. But what about Eminem? Yeah, he did use a lot of derogatory words for gay people. But you know, I, at the very least, felt like it was understood that he's playing a horrible character. Like, you're not actually supposed to want to be him.
Don't you wanna grow up to be just like me?
See, the answer to that question is supposed to be no. But even in that case, I get that it's problematic because it makes light of gay people from the perspective of a heterosexual male, a demographic that has been dominant in representation and has been particularly derisive towards gay people. So for him to perpetuate the F words towards his targets only serves to further stigmatize homosexuality in the grand scheme of things. But at the very least, the tamest defense you could give for his crudeness is that it's not supposed to be taken seriously. But this?
I cannot vibe with queers.
There's no joke here, there's no over-the-top character, he's just saying that he doesn't like to hang out with gay people. Or is that what he's saying? Because see, let him tell it, that's not what he means at all. I didn't write the line about gay people, he says. My passion for fashion has led me to a lot of gay people around me who I have mad respect for, and we are very cool, so I'm not in a place where I'm hating like that. Oh, okay, so you actually have hung out with gay people. And yet somehow you never, ever heard the word queer before. Okay. Like, come on, dude, you haven't even heard of that TV show? Like, literally the most famous TV show with that word in it? When I wrote that, I was thinking of words that I could rhyme with the others, like here, leer, and solitaire? Does this man really think the word here rhymes with solitaire? Well, anyways, he goes on to say, and I saw this definition about her having a queer feeling she was being watched, and it fit what I was thinking about a stalker, creepy paparazzi situation. To me, that queer, I don't mean someone who's gay, I mean lame people who film you, post it, and stalk you. And now that I think about it, that doesn't even work, because he said, in that sentence, she had a queer feeling that someone was following her. That describes how she felt. It doesn't describe the person following her. That's like saying, I am scared of this person behind me. The person behind me isn't scared, I am scared. So that doesn't even work in that sense. But you know what? Who am I to assume he's a liar? Sure, that's what he meant when he said that. In fact, what was I even saying? There's no history of homophobia in hip-hop. Rappers love the gay community. Now that there will be backlash if you don't. And they just happen to sometimes also like using archaic forms of speech. Why? He wasn't referring to a man who has sexual relations with other men. He just observed a strange gentleman stalking a young woman down the street. I say, what a queer fellow. As well, when any rapper has ever used the F word, don't be alarmed. The fat they're referring to are bundles of sticks. You see, rappers absolutely abhor sticks because rappers like to spit hot fire, and so their natural rival in life, you see, is the ever flammable stick. It only makes sense. I mean, what reason do rappers even have to hate gay people? You know, when you think about it, it'd be stupid if black rappers were using hateful language towards another group of marginalized people, wouldn't it? That'd just be silly. But okay, even if you did mean it in a quaint, old-fashioned 19th century British man sort of way, think about how that word is working association-wise. You call someone queer if they're weird or strange. And what has our society historically thought of anyone who wasn't heterosexual? That they're weird or strange. That's how a word can gain a second derisive meaning. And you know, even if that is the case, like you really didn't think about it in an anti-gay way, well, now that you're aware of it, think about it like this for a second. What if some white guy used the word porch monkey to describe lazy people? Well, what? They're not talking about black people specifically, right? They're just using it as a general term for lazy people. Yeah, but see, it's a term that historically derives from an insult hurled at black people as a general stereotype. And we know that. So in the future, just don't use that word, man. Especially in the context of saying someone you don't like. Like, if he said chillin' with my queers, I don't think anybody would care as much. But it's the specific context of I don't like these people that makes it so bad. I mean, I get that queer is actually a word used in the LGBT community to describe someone questioning their sexuality. But unless Migos is thinking about making songs about, budding teenage romance, just don't say it. You know now that if that lyric went unchecked, it would have been yet another example of easily perceived hateful language that many gay people have been hearing their whole lives. So if you indeed consider some of those people in that community your friends, like I said, just be a good friend and care about what they're going through, beyond just their fashion. Maybe take time to understand what their struggle is, really talk to them. And maybe don't use half-hearted apologies and think that's just gonna make it go away. Look, I capitalized and put spaces in the word apologize. That means I really mean it. And then he says, I'm offended that I offended anybody. It is to laugh. When making an apology for saying something insensitive, maybe don't make a joke about people being too insensitive. It makes the apology come off as just a little insincere. And if I can speculate here, I don't think what people really want is just another apology. What they want is for you to realize why what you did was wrong and allow that understanding to alter your behavior in the future. It's the difference between someone telling you to stop doing something hurtful and you responding with saying, God, you're such a baby, fine, I'll stop. As opposed to saying, oh man, I didn't realize I was hurting you. Sorry, I won't do it again. Like, wouldn't you be more willing to listen to and financially support someone who seems like they aren't hateful towards the type of person you identify as? See, now you're understanding. And maybe while you're at it, you could be less derogatory towards women. No, lost you? Okay. Alright, well, we'll get them next time. Well, this is the Rap Critic, reminding you that words matter, so please choose them wisely. Well, if you like this video, give it a like and let me know in the comments what you think. And of course, check out my Patreon for exclusive material and to request songs and albums, as well as get my opinion on your personal music or albums if you want. Hit up that Redbubble for cool t-shirts with a catchphrase on it. Check out the Going Off podcast on Sundays, video game playlist streams on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Might be going to some more conventions this year. Check out all my rants and creative processes on Facebook and Twitter. It's a good time to be a Rap Critic fan is what I'm saying. I'm just pumping out the content for you. So I hope you enjoyed the video and I'll catch you later.